What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Virzi Effect Podcast Show. My name is Paul Virzi, and you guys are listening to episode 598. We are in studio in New York, doing a couple more in studio. I did a couple solos, and I have another amazing guest here. Somebody that, actually, this is a rare one, because this is probably only the second one or third one I've ever done where I didn't know the person before.
Oh.
We have mutual friends.
We have one massive mutual friend.
But I think we have a lot.
No, we have a lot of mutual friends.
We have a lot of mutual friends. You're a West Coast gal.
Yes.
I'm an East Coast dude. We'll get into this. Also, we both made cameos in Bill Burr's movie Old Dads.
Yes, we did.
You're hilarious.
You're hilarious in it.
And Steph Tolev.
Thank
Did
you.
I say that right?
It's Tolev, but you said
Tolev.
it the very American way, so it's fine. I accept it.
It's Tolev.
Yeah, but Tolev is the way Americans say it.
Okay.
Tolev, I think, is more Canadian way, and Tolev is just like you guys you hold the O's open a bit longer.
But that's a Bulgarian last name?
Yes.
So how is it said in Bulgaria?
Tolev.
Tolev.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bit more. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
just a little more umph.
And more. I think it's supposed to be an F, but my daddo didn't speak English, so he put the V down when he came across the border. He knows what's going on.
Well, first of all,
Well, I just want to say though, I think, and people might get mad at me, from what I've been reading on the internets,
yeah.
we kind of had the top cameos in that movie, and Bartnick. I think I hate to break it to you, me, you, and Bartnick. I think had because I think people were surprised to see us, and then they were like, "What the fuck?" And then we did well.
You know what was crazy, and this meant a lot to me. My 11-year-old daughter Sophia, who's brutally honest. She is such a strong, independent, funny little girl, but she will say straight to me and my wife what it is. And she goes, "Dad, I need to tell you something." She goes, "I saw your scene in the movie Old Dads on Netflix, and I'm not just saying this because you're my dad." She goes, "I think it might have been the funniest scene in the strip club." And I was just like, and that meant
so
a lot.
funny.
But isn't it funny how we're like, we went there, I shot it for 2 days. Me and Bartnick were out there for 2 days.
Okay.
We get there like 4 o'clock in the morning the first day. We're improv and stuff. Bobby Cannavale's like, "Get Paul," when Paul's on the ground, like we're improv and stuff.
Yeah.
So then they were like, "Let's somebody grab his ankle and pull him off screen." So all of these things were being like kind of done then. And then to have all of these people reach out going that was really funny. And I just saw your part for the first time yesterday. Because I knew that you were in it. And I knew, all I heard was that, Steph is in it, she's in a balcony. And in a balcony scene.
Yeah.
And then when Paul Walter Hauser, who I got to work with in he's
so
like,
good.
he's going to win an
so
Oscar.
good.
That
He's
kid.
so good.
And
Yeah.
when him and Bill are arguing about the smoke, and then you came in and did that, and you know what was amazing? When you fucking flicked when the onion flew off.
Honestly, I tried so hard not to laugh when that happened because, also, I ate 3 burritos. You're not really supposed to eat them. Like, I kept eating them. They're like, "Okay, I think I only bought 3, you fat pig." Like, I kept eating, and the craziest thing was that scene was written after. So they needed, apparently that part of the movie was too sad. So Bill hit me up. He's like, "We have the scene if you want to do it." He's like, "If you're in town." I go, "I was not in town." I'm like, "Oh, I'm in town in Denver getting a flight out the next fucking second." Yeah,
You're like, "I'll see what I could do." You're like, "I don't care what it costs."
I was canceling shows left, right, and center. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, "I'm leaving Denver this fucking second."
We only have first class for $10,000. Book it.
Oh, I didn't give a fuck. I was panicking. Yeah, no, I got the hell out of there real quick.
That's fucking.
But it was crazy. Yeah. Bill's a very, very nice man, and I love how many comics from there. Like Natasha Leggero was so amazing in it too. Rory Scovel made me laugh so hard at the fucking end.
Just staring at him.
Oh my god, the guy also in the cab. What was his name? He made me laugh so hard. The Uber driver, the old man.
Oh, what's his name?
What's his name? He's a big actor.
Bruce Dern.
Yeah, Bruce Dern was so fucking funny.
Dude, Bruce Dern was in fucking The Burbs. Remember that when we were?
No,
remember
I didn't
The Burbs
see that.
with Tom Hanks?
No.
Oh my god, Bruce Dern is like, he's and what's her name's father? He is Paula Dern.
Oh, I didn't
That's
see that.
Paula.
Oh, shit.
That's Paula Dern's the blonde
didn't
woman
even
in
know. Yeah, I know,
Jurassic
but I
Park.
know Paula. Yeah,
Paula.
oh, shit,
And she's
okay.
been. I mean, she's in. I'm not doing her justice by saying Jurassic Park. She's been in everything, but
Yeah,
that's her.
she's great.
That's her dad.
I did not even know
How
that.
crazy is that?
That is crazy. Wow. Okay.
No, that movie. It was an honor to be in because to have it be like silly and kind of for the times and to get that. But dude, when I don't know what it was, but when you went like that and the fucking thing flew out, it was like magic.
It was magic. I'm glad I kept that part in because I was like, and then
they
at the
had to
end,
have.
I also made Bill break once, and that was very. It was obviously you didn't see it, but like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it was like my first fart. I was like, "Ooh, that one was wet," and then he was like, "Jesus Christ, Tolev." He's like, "You're gonna have to scale it back a little bit on that one," because I was getting carried away with that last fart. I was like really adding my 2 cents at the end.
Oh, that was so fun.
Yeah,
I was
it was
talking
very
to I was telling my friend Giannis Pappas, who I'm good, that you were coming on the show, and I said, he goes, yeah, where do I know her from? And then I had mentioned it, and he said, dude, when you farted in the movie, it was like one of those funniest. Isn't it great to have a part like that that's like so silly and memorable?
That's all I want. That's all I ever wanted. Like when I started watching, like Happy Gilmore's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
So stupid, but I'm like,
Happy Gilmore is
so funny. Like I don't know,
so
Chubbs
funny.
was my favorite character. Like that long hand we kept coming back. Like just silly, stupid things. Like, that's it. That's what makes movies for me.
Well, you are. This is why you're such a whirlwind of like humor like that. But what I love about your shit is that you are like so silly to a point of, and I mean this in the best of ways. You're so silly that the lunacy of it it's endlessly funny. Like that shit you did when you were in New York. And you were going over here.
Yeah, that's what got Bill to like me.
It's funny. I actually think, I'm not joking, Bill and I were sending that back and forth. I think one of us sent that, he might have sent that to me, and then I was sending it back. When you did that, I didn't know of you before then. I saw things.
Yeah.
But when you did that, and then you just kept exaggerating it, and then you did it to the dog and the whole thing, me and him were talked about it. And I was like, that's so,
insane.
But then, just that was just because it was so, it's like different than like, you know the way people fuck around and they do something, but then you do that the way you fucking, and you did, one of them got me. It was like the second to last one. You just fucking went so, you like jerked your neck.
I hurt my neck on the last one.
You hurt your neck?
I hurt my neck on the last one. Yeah, no.
I was just like,
a lot of my act
I was like,
really
she's
hurt.
out of her mind in the greatest of ways.
I am out of my mind. But yeah, that fucking clip is what got Bill onto me.
Yeah.
And changed my that stupid fucking thing that I thought of in 1 minute because I was like promoting a show out here that wasn't selling well. And then I was like, and then after that, Bill like DM'd me, he's like, do you want to open for me? And I was like, is this a fake account? I'm like, this guy fucking crazy. What the hell are you talking about? Open for you.
Now I want to talk to you about your Bulgarian parents. Are they see all these wild things that you're putting out? They see everything you're doing. They're incredibly proud, or did they call you over and go, Steph, we would like you to maybe, did you want to be a lawyer?
Well, no, they also, both my parents, they are born in Canada. So my grandparents were arranged marriage. But my grandparents were like full-fledged Bulgarian. One came across the boat, my dedo, then my baba came across 3 months later with a photo being like, this is your husband, go find him. And then
so your parents are from Canada.
They're from Canada, yeah.
Got it.
So they're not full Europe. They have my dad has the European mentality, but they're not full.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they love what you're doing?
No. I think so. They do now. They do now because I'm doing well. I think when I first started and then I first started getting really dirty, like about 10 years ago, they were like, that's what you want to do? We never let my baba, she just like passed away recently, but we never let her see my comedy.
Oh, rest her soul.
Yeah. I was like, we didn't want, I was like, we can't. The end of her life can't be her going out thinking I do this.
The end of her life can't be you talking about.
No, it's really. I think they've come around. I'm more concerned now. I just started dating this guy who I'm really into, and his mom's a born again Christian.
Comic or no?
No, he's not. He's in entertainment, but not a comedian.
Okay.
But I met his mom, and she was like asking my last name, and I was like,
boy.
No. I'm like, I don't think you should. Nah, I don't think you should look it up. And she's like, why? You don't cuss on stage, do you? I was like,
Oh my God.
Is big fat pussy a cuss word? I'm like, I think I cuss on stage. Yeah, I see a couple words on stage. I'm like, that's crazy. I know. So I'm like, I'm concerned now that I have to like be a different. Like, but I'm normal in person. Like I'm nice. But I swore. I met her for the first time, and I was like, I had like a whole bottle of wine. I was a bit nervous to meet her. They were all drinking. I wasn't the only one drinking like a disgusting pig, but I was like eating this brownie, and I was like,
you're alone. Just drinking.
I was like eating this brownie, and it was so good. And then she walked in, and I went, this is the best fucking brownie I've ever had. And she was like, excuse me. And I was like, I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm like, the brownie's that good. I didn't mean to curse. Like I got really carried away. And then she's like, well, once you have kids, you won't be doing that. And I was like, oh, I hate to break it to you. My first word was "fuck you." I started swearing at a very young age. My parents have a very foul mouth, and we've been. My parents swear all the time. I don't remember them not swearing.
So how long have you been with this dude?
Recent, but we're moving in together. It's quite.
Oh shit!
It's insane.
So
it's one of these like
you met and you put it in fifth gear early.
Oh, I'm like acting like a fucking full-fledged lesbian right now. Like we got the U-Haul out. Like I'm driving across the country with him. Like I've gone crazy, and it is a man. But I've gone. It's bizarre. Yeah, I came in hot.
You came in hot, yeah. But you didn't scare him, which is nice. Because usually, well, sometimes when people come in that hot, it could be like his
Well,
friends.
he was coming in as hot as I was. So we both came in.
so you guys-
two psychos coming together.
Wow.
And the funniest part, which is really hilarious, he's Shooter McGavin's nephew from Happy Gilmore. Yes.
No, it's not. Stop it. Oh my
Yes,
God.
it is.
So then you're married.
So that's how I met him. I met him because he was at a show and he was with Shooter, and I was like, Shooter McGavin, and I like freaked the fuck out. So I went over. I'm like, what the heck? I'm gonna show you him. You're gonna die. He looks exactly like him.
No, he doesn't.
You're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna lose your mind. You're actually
great.
gonna lose your fucking mind.
Fucking Shooter.
No, it's actually insane.
Did you give him one of these?
I want. He's giving me one of those. It looks exactly like him. You're gonna die. Like it's
Dude,
insane.
you are gonna live with young Shooter McGavin.
I am.
Oh my God.
It's really crazy.
Wait, that's his nephew.
But looks a lot like him.
Oh my God.
It's really wild.
That's wild.
I know.
So it's your favorite movie, right?
Favorite movie, and this is the craziest part. So Alex Pavone, my best friends, he opens me all the time. I hooked him up with my manager, his fiance.
Wait a minute.
I hooked up
Your manager now.
my manager now that I've had for 8 years is marrying Alex Pavone.
And how long have Alex and her been together?
5 years.
Okay, so I know her.
Yes, you know her.
Okay.
Yeah, they've
so
been
this
together
is
for a
the
long
same. This is the one he's been with for.
Yes, for a long time.
Okay.
This is your
manager.
My manager. I hooked him up because he's a fucking idiot. One day, being pissing me off, being, your manager's hot. And I'm like, say it one more time, I'll say something. And then I did, thinking that she'd be like, haha, he's ugly, he's bald. And then she didn't do that. She did the opposite of that. She went, oh, really? And I was like, wait, what? Anyways. Pavone asked all his groomsmen to be in his wedding by getting a cameo from Shooter McGavin because all his friends are obsessed with Shooter McGavin. So it's like a weird, like, it's really bizarre. And I never believe in that kind of shit where it's like, it's the universe. But I'm like, this is too weird.
No, I do believe in that shit because it's too much.
This is too much.
Yeah.
The way this happened was too much.
Wait, is Shooter McGavin Canadian?
No, but they're obsessed with Shooter McGavin. So all his friends have joked him of. So he literally got Shooter. He paid like $500 for a cameo to get Shooter to ask all his groomsmen to be in the wedding.
Oh my God.
And then like 2 weeks after, I meet Shooter McGavin and I meet him.
Yeah.
It's too much.
That is something in the universe that has happened to you.
Yes,
1,000%.
and I like it, and it's good.
Yeah.
Because I had a really bad breakup. My last boyfriend was horrendous, and it was literally one of the worst things in my life. And now it's it's like such a
Yeah. So, and you lived with your other boyfriend too?
No.
Okay.
No, bad man.
So this is your first live-in?
No. I've lived with guys before.
Okay.
I'm an old dog. She's been around the block. No. This is.
Oh, you're an old stray.
I'm an old foster, and finally someone's taken me in. I've lived in Toronto. I had like a boyfriend for 7 years, and now for 3 years, and then LA I was single for a very long time, and now.
You know, one thing I wanted to say to you because I was thinking about this is you know, when I watch you on stage, because I have a lot of energy too, and when I'm on stage, it's just who I am. I move, I pace.
Yes.
Whether I'm telling a story or a joke, I just go in. Yeah. And I noticed that you did that, and like I think it was the Netflix thing you did with Bill.
Yeah.
But you just went and you fucking took it. You took it from them, and that was, I remember watching that, going, you were just like, yo, this is a moment for me, and I saw it because I've been doing it so a while. I saw you like, this is a moment for me. I'm gonna be me. I don't care about the crowd, and I'm just gonna and
you can tell because the crowd doesn't love everything I'm saying.
No, but I actually felt like you just took it from the crowd because I heard somebody was saying that I didn't see all the stuff, but somebody was saying that show I heard like a lot of that festival, the crowds were weird because they're outside a little distant, and I felt like when you were there, I felt like you just were like, I could, from what I saw with the clips, I go, oh, she doesn't give a fuck, she's just doing it, and that was great.
Well, because I knew it was my big break because I can't do late night because I'm so dirty, so I never even tried to do like Fallon or Conan. I was like, I'm not gonna do a set, and I heard all those bookers like rearrange your set and give you tags. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. And I'm also like, I was gonna do 5 minutes clean, and then you come see me and I'm doing 45 of my fucking pussy. It makes no sense. Yeah. But I feel like that is the same with you, where like I don't think about pacing when I'm up there. Like I just start doing it. Like it's the second you get up, it's just, I don't know what happens.
I'm Sicilian and Greek. I move, I talk. Even when I argue sports with friends or whatever, I'm moving. I can't. It's just not in me. I can't.
No, just
be
sit
confined.
there and It's bizarre.
And you move, you do it. What are you gonna do when your mother-in-law or whatever?
She can't come.
She's
no, she can never see me.
She can never come.
No, she can never come or see me because it's not even just the swearing. Like the swearing aside, I'm repulsive.
It's oh my God, it's so
Yeah,
great.
and then I'm talking about her. Now we're talking about her son's huge cock. Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, it's insane.
Wow.
I know.
And she's just looking at, oh man, it's
I know.
incredible.
So I'm trying really hard because like sometimes my dad will like some of my clips. I'm like, that's the one you like, Dad? Really? Or it's like me saying that my labia can like be a Swiffer and clean the floor. It's that long. My dad's like, LOL. I'm like, can you not? Why are you liking this? There was one time I did this
awesome,
joke that
though.
was so disgusting. It didn't even make my second album I did. And the only person I heard laughing in the car was my dad. I'm like, that's sick.
That's
like, it was so gross.
You're
But I
like,
was
this shouldn't be like this, Dad.
No,
like,
no,
what
but
the
I was
fuck?
like, well,
that's cool though that he's
yeah.
supportive like that.
Yes.
And you said something about your sister having a.
She just had a baby.
Oh, okay.
It's really fucked because I was home for a week trying to be there for it, and then the day I left, she went into labor.
And I saw you did something where she wanted you in the room.
Yeah.
Were you in the room?
No, I had to leave. I literally had to go to DC the day that she gave birth. It was so annoying.
Oh, you couldn't be there.
No, I was there for one whole week. This just happened. Last week I was in Toronto for a full
Holy
week.
shit.
Yeah, so it just happened. She wanted me in the room, and I'm like pissed I did. And also, she has like the cutest baby in the world, and I was like, I get scared because I'm very honest, like your daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's something. If you have an ugly baby and you send me a picture, I just go, wow, look at that thing. Like I can't be like, yeah. But she sent me the baby. I'm like, oh, that's the cutest baby on the entire planet. So I'm like, I would've been-
Congratulations.
Yeah, wow, conehead. I wonder how long that stays there for. Like there's no way in hell I can be like, looks wet. Didn't they dry it off? Like I don't know. There's no way I can be normal about that. And so that bummed me out, but it's fine. I'll be there in like a month because I'm doing a big show actually in Toronto. And Pavi and Pat Bircher are opening for me.
Nice.
They're two Canadian boys that I bring on the road with me that are very funny and great. And
That's
I want
awesome.
them to be doing a lot.
That's awesome, man. No, it's how long you been doing it?
20 years.
20 years. Fuck, isn't it amazing? You do this shit for that long, because I've been doing it a little over 20, and when you do it for that long, and when things start to move, people are like, think you're new to the scene.
Yeah, and then-
it's like I've been grinding for a minute.
Yeah. But I think I'll be 21 in January. 21
Wow.
years, yeah. Because I remember, and it was funny because I think that's why also going into the Netflix thing with Burr, I was like, I need this to hit because I need people to realize, like, people who do like me now are like, who the fuck is this? And they go back like, oh, she has a million things. Like, it's not like I didn't come out of nowhere. I didn't have like one set that blew up, like all of my clips.
Yeah, you don't have like one clip waiting
that's
for.
it. No, I have like all these characters, all these clips, all these.
Yeah.
I have a podcast. I have all this shit. So it's like, I think it also makes sense that like. I'm sure you feel this way too. Like now that you're touring, headlining, well, I'm sure you were for a while, but like you have it all to back it up now. These comics are like coming out of nowhere
That's
doing
right.
these like TikTok blowing ups, and like you don't have an hour. Like we have hours. Like we've been doing it. We have the stage presence. We have the crowd work. We have the interaction. Like, I'm not nervous now. Like, if this happened to me 10 years ago, I'd be freaking the fuck out.
The thing
now I'm
is,
like, yeah, I'm ready.
The work is done.
done.
Like when you put the work in and you get there, we always talk about that. When you're seasoned, you're ready for it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Steph, you're going on tonight in front of 1,000 people. You got to do 25 minutes. Okay. But
Yeah.
right, instead of like, oh, you danced on TikTok and you have 8 minutes and they want you on this thing, you're like what the fuck?
I'm not ready for this. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, people posting these like, crowd work clips that are so horrendous. I was like, you're not ready.
Yeah, just
should be doing it.
Don't you want to be ready? Like, don't you want to be prepared?
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like people want things way too early, and everyone it just thinks they're owed something now.
Yeah.
Like the way I get DMs from other comics going, yo, how many spots can I get when I'm in their city? I'm like, you're not even following me. And maybe follow who you're going to harass first to ask. Like it's crazy. I would never ask. Like
No.
that's why I was saying before. I'm like, I don't even ask for favors. I get weirded out even doing it. I feel bad. I'm like, I'm just. Yeah, I'll wait till that. And I'm glad I never like kissed anyone's ass or sucked anyone's dick. I sucked a lot of open micers' dicks. Big mistake. But I should have sucked the people in the industry.
you sucked the wrong dick.
I sucked a lot of wrong dicks. A lot of guys who lived
You
in their
sucked
cars.
the dick of the guy that couldn't get you in the room.
Oh, I sucked the dick. The guy couldn't even get me. He couldn't even get me out of the bucket. I sucked the wrong dicks. Couldn't even get a ride. This guy lived in his car. I'm like, oh, you can't move your lunch and dinner out of the seat beside me.
You could have said, "Can you drop my piece of paper with my name
Yeah.
on the bucket?"
No, I couldn't even-
dude. I don't even know if I could get in.
Yeah, that's literally.
You're like, why am I?
He couldn't even fold my paper differently. Just no, I don't want to jinx the bucket. God damn it. No, I fucked up.
No, but that's great. But that says who you are, man. And
that's why I think Bill saw that, and that's what makes me feel because I think some big comics help other people, and they might have buried it. I'm like, I think Bill saw that I was ready, and I'm
you know what it is. It seems to like
I'm over-seasoned.
From what I get
I'm
is that
I've been in the oven.
It's a dry rub?
Oh, it is a dry rub. It is hard to get down the throat without some water.
no, but I could see that there's like what's nice is. Because I remember Bill said something to me because I was like, dude, I'm just like saying things on stage that like, I don't even care how it's just my opinion. And he said something that stuck with me. He goes, you're free now. And I feel like just because with the experience and I feel like you're doing what you want to do. You're doing what you want to say, you know, and it's got to be like, I would imagine it's got to be liberating for a woman to talk about your body like that. To make, you know, like you put the taboo stuff away and you're like, no, I'll talk about my body parts, what I do sexually. And that kind of just is like, it's got to be like a freedom, right?
It is. And it's also the amount of women that thank me after.
That's what I'm saying.
That's when I first started getting really into like saying I have a big labia and stuff, which I do, which a lot of us do. But I remember the first time I did a joke about it, a girl took me aside and she got like teary-eyed. And she was like, I just want to let you know that I have a very large labia and I've been really self-conscious about it for a really long time. And it feels incredible to hear someone talk about it in this way. And I don't feel alone. And I was like, can I change the world? One fat labia joke at a time. But I'm like, it felt
it means
crazy.
a lot.
It means a lot. And I feel like I'm like, oh, I didn't realize I can actually help people with through stuff. And I think I also make people feel just like better about themselves. Better about their own bodies, their own shit, and like.
Well, when I talked about my OCD and my depression and having soldiers or anybody come up and go, dude, you saved my life, and I'm going like, what? Like, oh, that joke. It really is amazing. It reminded me of that Dice joke. Remember Dice had a joke? He goes, she had a clit like a dick.
I just saw Dice for the first time. I've never watched his stuff.
Really?
I saw him for the first time at the store. Never.
You never watched like even
watch,
old Dice?
No, I didn't watch a lot of comedy.
Wow.
I watched more sketch stuff growing up than I did stand up.
Oh, okay. Like you were watching like SNL and Second City
like
stuff?
SCTV, like Canadian.
Oh, the Canadian. Yeah,
So Kids in the Hall. I was like raised on Kids in the Hall. I watched a lot of British TV because the Canadians, for some reason, we had a lot of British TV on like Fawlty Towers, like with John Cleese. I watched a lot of that crazy shit.
Wow. So not seeing Dice, who was your, I guess I would say like, or you didn't really see filthy comedy that you wanted to do. You just were like, this is what I do.
But the first stand-up I ever got, my parents got me for Christmas, I don't know if you got this, like it was a DVD case of like, what was it called? Laughing Out Loud or something. And it was like Kelsey Grammer, Richard Belzer, Roseanne Barr. Like it was like Andy
like
Dick.
Evening at the Improv type
something
shit?
like that. It was
Yeah.
like weird. It was weird. And I kind of watched some of that. And actually Richard Belzer was my favorite set on there, which is bizarre.
Yeah, rest his soul.
Yeah. But it was like, I didn't watch that much stand-up growing up, which is really weird. I watched mostly sketch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that goes to why you do all those, you have those characters and all
characters,
that.
And because I started in improv and sketch, and I wanted to do that more. I wanted to be an SNL. That was my big goal.
Okay.
But Lorne Michaels doesn't like Canadians, and he's Canadian. Come at me, Lauren. I don't give a shit. No, there hasn't been a Canadian cast member on SNL in, I think it's like 25 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And all the Canadians I know that auditioned like didn't get on, and they're all very funny.
Wow. I never even, wow.
Just putting that out there.
Like, hey,
as a Canadian, we'd love some support. We really would. It's very hard for us.
For me, it was Eddie. It was Eddie Murphy.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and probably not even Eddie from SNL, even though, because that was even earlier.
Yeah.
You know, but it was 1987 Raw.
That was one,
And so he did Delirious, I think, in 85, but 87 was Raw, and then just Beverly Hills Cop and Trading Places, and then all the stuff that he did. It was just like, he made it look like you were like a, like I remember just watching it, and it even says, and I've said this 1,000 times on the show, but I didn't even understand everything, but just when he would tell stories and become something else, he brought me in like a movie.
Yeah.
He brought me there, and I was just like, this is fucking nuts.
That's what I want.
This is what I want, yeah.
I want to say this, and then people are going to make fun of me. I really liked Kevin James' stand-up.
No,
I don't know, because it was so, it was the act outs for me.
Yeah.
And then I didn't see, and now like I love Sebastian Maniscalco obviously because he's just like crazy, but I'm like I don't think
love
I
the
like,
act out.
I love an act out.
You love an
I
act
love
out.
a big performance. I love an act out. I really do.
Yeah, you love.
I don't know why.
No, but you could see that it influenced your stand up because
and like,
when you do something, you really, even when you were doing that you love the body language with the joke, and that's so funny. Though.
And I realized this way too late in life. Like a couple years ago, I used to Highland dance my whole life, Scottish Highland dancing with the kilts and the bagpipe. No one's Scottish. My family makes no sense. My mom's a Highland dancing teacher, so I danced my whole life from 3 to 18. So I feel like I'm super physical because of that too. I danced nonstop. I had 4 lessons a week. Every weekend we had competitions. All I did was jump around and dance.
You must have been a nightmare baby child.
I was horrendous. Yeah,
I mean, your mom and dad must have just like, where is she now?
They hated me. They said I cried for the first year. They thought I had like colic. They thought something was wrong with me. And they took me to 3 specialists. And then the doctor was finally like, she's just in a bad mood. She's just a piece of shit.
The doctor says, she wants to dance.
No, she's just a piece of shit. And she's got a huge pussy for a baby. No. Can you imagine? That's why I'm crying. I didn't grow into it yet.
Mr. Tolev, listen, we have to talk about your daughter's labia.
It's huge. I hope she
We
never
haven't seen
notices this. Yeah, we haven't seen this. It's going to be double diapers for you down there. It's going to be a nightmare to hold that thing in place. Could you imagine? That'd be so horrendous.
It'd be funny, like you warning your dates, your first date. Like
at one point I was saying it's not. I'm making it sound like it is dragging for now. It's just I think I overwatched porn for a while there, and I was seeing like tight little taut ones, and I was like, what the heck is that? But now I mentioned this, and no man has ever complained. I've never had a guy go, Jesus Christ, woman, like that's never happened.
pick that thing up.
Holy hell! Clean up on aisle 5. Like that's never happened. I've never had that. I'm sure in their head they're doing that. They're like in Home Alone getting electrocuted.
See, I gotta be honest though, and I don't take this. I gotta ask you, like when you're like intimate with somebody, I could see you being silly and like over the top doing shit, right?
Sometimes, but so me and the new guy, we were like really jokey before we fucked. Like we really fucked around for a long time because we were like, he was in the same city as me, so we talked a lot. And then I think at one point he was like, are we gonna fuck normally? I'm like, oh no. When it's time for fucking, baby gets serious. I get serious. I get pretty into it. No, because I think he was very concerned that I'd be like wearing a wig and a mustache the whole time.
We are going to soundproof the walls.
Yeah, no, it is hilarious because I'm going to cruise with him next week, and he is going to be alarmed at the amount of wigs and mustaches that I am going to be bringing on the cruise. I'm like, I'm on a cruise ship, but you don't think a bunch of characters on the cruise are going to be coming out.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah, I already bought a visor. I'm real excited for this. I'm really
Dude, you're going to just come out of the bathroom in a mustache and a
he's
wig.
going to be repulsed by me by the end of it. Oh yeah, I already have the wigs packed. I already have them
Where are you guys going?
Cozumel, I think is one stop.
Nice.
Belize.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is all leisure, no work.
No, he's working.
Oh, he's working.
He's working, so I got to go watch him work.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice, yeah.
And you're always down. Are you down for a little cocktail every once in a while?
Once in a while, baby sips. I'll be sipping.
You'll be sipping all.
Oh, he can work. I'm there for play. I'm not going to walk around in a wig, stone sober. You crazy?
You just be walking around Belize hammered with a mustache and a wig.
He's like, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, they're like, where's your girl? He's like, you see that?
You see that man in a wig right now? Because I have this bathing suit. It's like a one piece, but it has a man's like chest painted on it. And I'm like, I'm bringing this to walk around. He's like, no, you're not. I go, no, I am though. I will be wearing that the whole time.
Throwing spears in the water.
It's a bit. It's for TikTok. It's ignore her. Just me underwater snorkeling with a mustache on. Oh, I have to do that. That's funny.
You should maybe, if you could get an underwater camera that sees that, dude.
Oh,
dude, that would be killer.
GoPro? What is that?
Dude, yeah, there's got to be a waterproof GoPro. You're down there with the stash, just like this. Oh, dude, if you get that, you have to.
I will buy a GoPro right now just for that exact image.
And they got waterproof down so you'll be good.
Oh yeah, I'm not going that far down. What do you think I am? All of a sudden, I'm like a professional snorkeler. Also, how good is this mustache?
Dude, I'm going 3 feet,
or
I can't breathe.
Mustache comes off on a fish's head. Like, what am I? I get in trouble because the turtles are sucking back straws, but when Steph Tolev in the sea, the fish are snuffing back fucking mustaches. Dude. That'd be insane.
So great having you on the show, dude. So funny, and I knew it would go like this.
Yes.
Like when you ever watch somebody and you're like, I don't know them, but I know.
I think you can. I think there's a way that you can watch most comics and tell by watching them if they're funny or not.
Yeah, but also like I don't even necessarily mean just funny. I also mean like what and go like, oh, we'll do a pod together, be fun.
Yeah.
Like you could, it's gonna be you know, instead of I don't know. We've had a couple of I don't want to say drips in here.
You've had, what is this? You said 98. There's been some drips.
No, 509. But
598.
No, but I've only been in studio for probably 100. No, yeah, maybe not even.
Okay.
So
like, the rest were like you do solo ones.
So I used to just do solo ones for a long time, and then and then we started coming in here, and then I started doing 2 solo from home and 2 from here. So I kind of it's more now this.
Okay.
And I can't say a lot of duds, but there's just sometimes when you got to pull it out.
Yeah.
Like when you do, people don't understand. You guys just get the content. It's free content. If you like it, you subscribe.
Yeah.
But you're sitting here with somebody. Half the time you know them. When you have friends, it's great.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is we're talking like we are friends for a while.
Yeah.
But then you get somebody and you're just like, you're pulling it. You're trying to pull. And you're like, hey, buddy, can I mean, what are we doing here?
You go do my pod when you come to LA.
I'd love to.
Please come. It's at Bill's. It's at All Things Comedy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Steph Infection. Yeah, it's all about weird body shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you got some body stuff?
Like when you say weird body shit, you mean like getting infections places?
Yeah, infections or breaks or weird ailments, like anything like that. Any surgery stories. Bill did it, and it was it was hilarious pulling body stories out of him.
I had a very crazy, bizarre same day emergency surgery on my stomach, and it fucked you. So I could give you that one.
That's good.
And
That's
and
nice.
it was a wild one.
That's good. That's perfect. That's exactly. That's the juice. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nurse had to put a thing in my old.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Picheal.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if anybody, that was very unbelievably, in a weird way, like nice to not get out of the bed to pee.
Oh really? Yeah, because it just
You just lay there,
you sit
and
there.
all of a sudden you feel it drain out, and, and you don't get up.
you feel drain. Like
You just like they put something, and all of a sudden you just drain out, and you're just still watching TV. Yeah, it's not comforting at the very beginning.
Yeah, I was like, no, you like this too much. You're like, can I take this to go? They're like, no, we leave that here.
I told this, I have to tell you this because you're like the perfect person to tell this to, and I think you're going to love it. I did mention it on the Honeydew a long time ago, but if anybody, I don't give a fuck. I got to tell you this, okay? And that was so long ago. Dude, I'm in the hospital, and I'm laying there, and I went through a wild thing with my stomach, right? And there's a curtain, and there's a guy, an older man over there, right? And he's going, hey, young man, like he heard for the week or whatever. He just knew that I was going.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, young man, how you doing over there? And I was like, hey, sir. And he goes, yeah, man, don't worry, you'll be out. He was just being very nice. And he goes, yeah, I can't get out of here. I got a situation. He goes, I can't get out of here until till one of my testicles, the swelling goes down. Steph, he goes, yeah, my testicle's like a baseball, and it has to go down for me to leave. And I'm going like, oh man, that's rough, dude. Sorry. He was just being a nice old man. He was lonely.
Yeah. How old was he?
So he was just, I want to say 70s.
Okay.
Maybe late 70s.
Okay.
And he's just like, yeah, they're not going to let me leave. The thing's swelled up. And I'm just like talking, trying to.
Yeah.
So one day, like I got my strength up and I got the gown and I'm walking to the bathroom slowly to pee. And he goes, hey, Paulie, come here. Let me show you this thing. Dude. This man lifts his fucking thing up. So when this is no exaggeration. I'm not trying to be gross. This man's left testicle was the size of a softball. And however disgusting and gross you think it might be. Worse. I mean, it was,
Did it look like
I almost couldn't believe it was real. And I guess his other one was fine, but this one needed to go down. And it will haunt me for the rest of my fucking life what I saw. Yeah, look, I love it.
Wait, but okay. Yeah. Did he say what happened?
See, this is why I told you.
Did he say what happened? Like, I don't understand.
He just said that some sort of infection, got the fluids, whatever happened. But this dude's nutsack, and it was on one side, it looked like a softball with a sack around it.
Oh, wow.
And I just saw it, and I can never unsee it. And in my mind, I'm going, you're never getting out of here.
Yeah. You'll be here until the end of time.
I mean, listen, unless they cut that thing out.
What was your reaction when you saw it?
I didn't want to be mean to him.
Okay, yeah.
So I was going through like emotional stuff.
I'm him. I want to see the exact reaction.
So, all right. So
hey,
I don't mean
Shunny.
to look there. I'll look at your.
No, hey, Shunny. You look at my big lady. I want to see it. Hey, Shunny, come take a look at this.
All right. Yeah. Oh. Well, it'll get better, dude.
You did that. It'll get better. Your voice cracks.
Good actor.
Oh, there we go,
dude.
Let's get you in another movie.
I saw it and I was just like, oh, like it was like, whoa. And then in my mind, I'm going, I don't know if this is ever going to get better for him.
No,
because it was just, and he's like, oh, they said a few days, but it was a thing, and I'll never forget that.
That's not a few days.
No, that's not a few. That's a few months.
That's a few months. That's still there.
He's
still there. He's still there. They're still draining.
He's 107.
He's still there.
It went down this much.
He had a bigger casket.
But
so
body shit. But I will say, body shit like that skeeves me. So I'm one of those.
Me too.
Yeah, like infections, any kind of. I don't mean to be gross. Any kind of oozing of any liquid. I can't.
Yeah. So your own cum makes you sick.
I can't. Any kind of oozing.
You come, you're like, keep it in. Give me the catheter back again.
I even said this when my kids were born. I much rather shit than vomit.
Okay.
So a shitty diaper, we wipe, we clean, it's done. When the white gook from the baby comes out, I was holding a baby, my wife's friend's baby, this new baby, and they go, let Paul hold him. And I go, no, I don't really like to hold him. And they go, no, just sit on the couch with the pillow, dude. And I'm holding this kid. It was an ugly fuck too. This kid was an ugly fucking. I'm not joking. He was like pale. His fucking lips were. His eyes were beady. And I'm holding him, and my wife was like inside laughing because she knew I wanted no part of it. And as I'm holding him, just this white ooze came out of the side. I think I gave him a dirty look. I think I went, ooh, and then I just handed him off.
Just dropped him?
I can't, that's the shit I can't handle.
No.
Now, if the kid shit, fart, Okay. That shit, no.
You can't do the barf.
I
Okay.
can't do any kind of oozing of colored shit.
No, it's gross.
It's gross.
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
How are you escorting?
What?
I said, how are you escorting?
Oh, but that's like piss, right?
I'm not going to get into the whole squirting argument again. It's there's a whisper of piss for sure in there, but it's not full piss.
Yeah,
And a bunch of people are going to come at me in this. I'm a squirter. I've done my research. If that's piss, then I would be pissing right now. If squirt is piss, I would never leave the toilet. I would be on the toilet my whole day.
So can I ask this question then? And I never knew, hey, who knew where this Virzi effect was going?
Look, here's the thing. I talk about it too much now, but I just get annoying because men are like, it's creepy. Then you're not doing it. It's not piss.
So is squirting because I really, to be honest, I never really experienced anything like that, but I think it was on KFC radio on Barstool, there was like he had a porn star on, and they basically go, that's pee, right? And she was like, well, we drink Pedialyte and all that. But what you're saying is when you have an orgasm, you basically...
There's different orgasms. I don't really consider squirting an orgasm. It kind of is, but it doesn't feel the same release as it would if you had like a clitoral or like an internal kind of release. But my way of thinking, it's not piss. I'll pee before sex. Full piss. Hot stack of piss. Full piss.
Just straight empty and bladder.
Bowl filled to the brim. My ass sitting in piss. I have sex, full squirt. And I'm talking a lot. I can probably fill up a bottle. There's a lot coming out. With certain people.
Up tarp?
Yeah. Oh no, seriously. We need towels. The cruise, we're going to have these somewhere. Hey, Princess Cruise Lines, let's stock up the towels.
You go to a paint store first?
I got the whole thing. I gave him a raincoat.
What are you guys doing? New work? You got a contractor? No, my girlfriend's coming over.
She's coming over. She squirts. And then after sex, after the squirt, I'll go and pee the normal amount I normally pee.
Really?
So to me,
this is
it's a straight up separate thing. Yes.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, have you ever surprised somebody with that?
Yeah, because my first time I did it, I didn't know I could do it, but now I can turn it on. It's like a little button. It's a little nozzle. I can really, if I am having sex with somebody and I hate it, I don't allow it. I will hold it.
Wait, you can hold it?
Oh, I can hold it in.
No.
I've mastered it now. I'm like, because if I'm having sex with a guy and it sucks, I'm like, he doesn't get this. He doesn't get the toll of surprise. He doesn't get the old Niagara Falls.
So you can control this.
Yeah, I can especially like making it come out more. I can really do that.
So if you really want to let go.
Oh, if they like it, I'm like, well, here we go. And it's really slopping around down there.
He's got goggles on.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be snorkeling. I'm gonna take the snorkel equipment. He can wear the mustache still, and then the goggles and the whole mouth thing. He might need
You're gonna have a good time in Belize.
Belize is gonna be wet. That beach is gonna be wet when we leave. That's gonna be some moist sand.
Oh my god, dude, this is so fun, dude.
I've really taken a turn. I've really taken a turn here. I just hate when men are like, "It piss." Do you do it? No, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
I don't talk about your boners and you're like, well, your ejaculate's like, I don't know. It's not mine. I don't have that.
Your body does what your body.
The piss. It's probably a little bit of piss. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a whisper of piss, but it doesn't look like pee. I mean, it's not the same color as piss, and it doesn't smell like piss. And if you've had a girl piss, then if it does, then she's pissed. That's piss then. That is piss. I hate to break it to you. My squirt is clear, and I'm down there doing stuff to him after, and it's not piss.
Wow.
And if that is piss, my piss is pretty good.
I really
I like my own pee-pee.
I really hope that your boyfriend's mother listens to this podcast.
I will kill myself if she does. I'm jumping over the edge.
Did she see the movie?
No. That I think would be better.
Yeah,
it's a script.
And it's just it's kind of like just a joke. Like it's
a joke.
It's nothing gross. Like
well, it is gross. I do fart and I burp and I.
It's not like
and I say these fucking immigrants. The funniest part of posting that clip, but people were like, people are like, "You damn right," or "I'm serious." I'm like, one guy was like, "No, I like her because I didn't know she." I don't
believe
like
how dumb people are.
People are so fucking
stupid. People think that the characters in movies are real.
It's
and
crazy.
It really is nuts that people like don't understand things are written in a script.
It's nuts.
People that go up to you after seeing you in either a sketch or a part of something, and they think they're mentally ill.
No, they're mentally ill.
It's
actually the amount of people that are like DMing me being like, "Good, I didn't know you also hated immigrants." I don't hate immigrants. I want to make this very clear. I do not hate immigrants.
it's so-
I hate my whole family. I don't tell you. We got problems. I don't hate immigrants. It's
they
nuts.
saw you in a fucking part tell a joke, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to her show now."
Yeah.
You're
She
gonna
hates
have-
immigrants.
Yeah, you're gonna have somebody at the show. You know what? We weren't gonna buy tickets, but that immigrant thing.
Yeah, we
right?
really
You're right.
like it.
We need to
Yeah.
lock them the fuck out. You're like, all right, you want a
I was like,
t-shirt?
okay, yeah. It's for you, 50. Yeah. The prices just went up. Immigrant prices.
Oh my God, dude! Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
No, this is great. We got to do it again.
Yes,
I got to
please.
do yours.
You
I'll
do
tell
mine, please.
I'll tell the operation story.
Tell the operation story.
What do you got coming up? Plug your stuff.
I'm on, just follow me on Instagram at Steph Tolev, or if you like podcasts, listen to mine and Steph Infection on All Things Comedy. That's it, because I have tour dates on my Instagram. So
Yeah, so just go to her Instagram, and it is TOLEV.
Yeah.
Check out all her stuff, all of her stuff, and even the sketches that you guys, if you did not see, the stuff before she was in the. So many things are so fucking funny, and you're so silly, and you dance, and you fucking. It's really great.
Less dancing, more act outs. Less dancing, more act outs. There's some dancing on there.
Yeah, no, but I meant like you just the way you.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not doing TikTok days. I'm not shaking my butthole on it.
So for you, that artist, and you came out. Well, no, it's not really a dance.
Yeah.
I act out shit. Guys, you could check me out. I'm going to be at the Gramercy Theater December 31st, New Year's Eve. I'm doing one show, 8:00. It's going to be great. Tickets are going. And I want to thank everybody in Chicago who's buying tickets for my next special, February 24th, the Den Theater. The second show is going fast. First show is halfway there, guys. So thank you so much for that. I have dates coming up in Jersey. I have Mohegan Sun, and we're going to add a lot more starting in the next couple of weeks here. Go to paulvirzi.com for that. Check out the special on Netflix, Nocturnal Admissions. Check out the Anything Better podcast. We are killing it. Me and Burr are killing it with the football. Me and Bobby Kelly, Bone to Pick podcast. We just had Tim Dillon on. The episode's doing great. Thank you for your comments. And check out the Virzi Effect. Please hit the subscribe button and rate and review the show, and get it everywhere you get your podcasts, on iTunes, Spotify, and all that. Steph, thank you so much.
Thank you. It was fun.
So fucking
Very
fun.
fun.
And I will see you guys next week.